Hello and welcome back everybody. This is our playthrough of Dawn of War 2... Wait, hang on a second. Warhammer 40k Dawn of War 2 Retribution. We're continuing our onslaught as the Imperial Guard. Now before we continue on to the next mission, for those who don't know, there's just a little something I want to show you, and that's this little system. Now, in the star map, which you just saw, which is this thing over here, this is basically where you select your missions. My next mission is this one, and I'll get to it in a second, but before that, while in the star map, you can customize your army, pretty much. So, for example, here's my Lord General, and I can outfit him with either one of these two flamers. Now, flamers are really good weapons for wiping out infantry. They're extremely good for it, as you can see, 100% on the infantry damage. And yeah, all of that. Also, you can see these things, which are basically, well, powers, you could say, or perks, or whatever terminology you prefer, and these allow you to basically, well, they give your heroes a little bit more of an edge in terms when it comes to combat. So, for example, for my Lord General, I should take maybe... Now, what I do usually in these, I look at the last ones. For example, what does this one do? And here, now I finally figure out what the hell is the Valkyrie drop, and it's basically, well, dropping down shock troops and bring down a Lehman Russ, which is a really good Imperial Guard tank. Doesn't seem like a bad idea at all. So, I'm gonna start with this one then. You can only have 2 full rows, so basically because, you know, you can go to level 10. So up to level 10, that's, well, you know, you can either have 2 rows or the just any 10 things you can have. Of course, you know, to unlock this, you must get this, and so on and so forth. You know, quite logical. So yeah, I'll just outfit them. I'll outfit them with some equipment and points, and I'll explain what they did. And hi, I'm back. I did a bit of modification. So as you can see, I equipped my Lord General with a flamethrower, given him some armor, and gave him something that basically heals all nearby units and heroes. What you can also see is that his ability, which used to be high-powered shot, if I believe correctly, is now replaced with this. Now that ability basically, well, pretty much depends on what weapon he has. I also got him this power, fire support, which basically, whenever I equip something to him, the squad that is with him gets the same equipment. And this thing is pretty much, well, adds a bonus knockback to his attacks, well, or chance to anyway. As for her, I am going for the giant ring of fire that stuns everyone, because, hey, why not? And it's basically these powers that increase damage and offensive spell ignite, suppressed, stunned, or retreating units in a cleansing flame. This guy, I gave him the flare, which basically reveals an area and increases damage enemies take in that area, and I'm going all the way for artillery barrage. I've used it before on some I believe it was a Space Marine the character, and he had the same thing, and this thing's amazing. As for this guy, well, just, you know, lowered his energy. To be honest, I don't really like this guy because, well, in the last video I did say that the Imperial Guard are the bravest soldiers in the universe, but I didn't finish that statement because basically they're not really that brave. It's just whenever they retreat, guys like this step in and shoot them. Not very nice. Alright. Now, as you can see, this is basically post-mission dialogue, so let's see what they have to say. Or here.
The Exterminator's fleet will arrive in 3 weeks. I, however, am here on my own accord as a courtesy to Captain Gabriel Angelos of the Blood Ravens chapter of Space Marines. He has a theory about the problems in this sector. It is a very interesting theory, and if it proves to be true, I can halt the Exterminatus. Unfortunately, I cannot prove or disprove this theory without assistance. Your assistance.
Why do you need me and my men?
Due Due to the delicate nature of my investigation, I am unable to make use of the normal channels. But you have proven trustworthy and resourceful. With the Lord General's guidance, you can be of great use to me.
Which still leaves us a problem of transportation about the sector. We need to move about with freedom, and without Imperial support.
I am aware of the means to solve this transportation issue. All of the planets in this sector are linked. Teleportariums, created in the dark age of technology, enable travel between planets, if one knows where to find them and how to make use of them. One of the teleportarium devices is actually quite near, in a war zone controlled by renegades and traitors. We must reach that teleportarium, and we must move quickly.
Alright, so and here goes our next mission on the same planet that we just left off.
Lord General, you won't hear this. It came from a location between us and our objective.
To all officers and regiments that may be receiving, we're through with Imperial Command. If we have to fight, we're gonna do it for ourselves from now on. You wanna call that defection? Fine. We were dead men anyway. At least the cults promised something in return. This region is ours now. We see anyone within a mile of here, we'll bury them in ordnance. Don't doubt we can either. The regiment's holy armor isn't that particular about the holiness of them that drives it.
Alright, now before we start, you can see that these are the objectives, and this is the war gear that I will receive, well, sort of. It's the reward for the mission that I will receive. I can only select one of them, unfortunately, but then if I had to select all of them, that would be kind of overpowered and kind of unfair. And off we go. Every time there's, well, in front of every mission there's a little hint or tip, like in many of the other games, like in this case, watch your mini-map and all of that. Come on, there. And there we go. Takes a while. In the last mission I was killing Tyranids, and this one I'm gonna be killing my fellow Imperial Guard. I don't get the... Oh, never mind. As you can see, these are upgrades for health, energy, and damage. But they cost a lot as well. Oh, heretics.
Engaging target. Chaos target eliminated.
A sad but just end.
And this is where things get interesting.
Right then. Moving.
Come on, get interesting.
Intruders.
There we go.
Oh hell, we've been found. All right, you fiends. I don't care who you are. Feel the might of the Baneblade.
That is one hell of a tank. To press X, I'm going to retreat like crazy.
We don't have the ordnance to even scratch that Baneblade just yet. We should fall back and regroup. There's the bow. We came all the way out here.
Now, why can't it be the Commissar guy?
Damnation. We can't get through here. Find another path.
And there goes all my requisition.
Is not so easily rebuked.
Commander here. Go ahead. Now is the time to move.
Off we go.
take those targeting cogitators. The turrets could go haywire if a cogitator is destroyed.
Alright. Let's see what we can do in terms of blasting that damn thing. Now this I like.
This had better be important. Enemies are in the way.
What? Oh. Okay. Whoops. Ah, and there's our knockback. Okay, let's use this ability. Yeah, the Chaos Space Marines are here apparently too. Now that they are much better than the Imperial Guardsmen in terms of taking bullets, I mean, this game is balanced so that unlike in the actual board game, you know, power armor doesn't really count.
I am under attack. Sir, there's danger here. I'm on the target.
Let's see what I can do.
Enemy guard target eliminated.
See? Well, okay, maybe what I said wasn't entirely true. Space Marines are still tougher than the Guardsmen. Well, they've always been and always will be, and who am I to say that they won't? And there's any difference.
We are engaged here. This had better be it.
And there we go. Healed my guys. Alright then. And there he goes. As you can see, I also targeted the explosive barrels there a little bit, and well, yeah.
Found ya. Demolish our cannon. Open fire.
Also, I know that later on in the game I get the same big bad tank, which is cool. Oh, good. It's not gonna chase after me. Thank God for that. Oh, but it is gonna fire at me.